Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Grand Theft Auto 5. My name is jfavignano, and today we're going to be looking at the 777-200 airplane mod. I know a lot of you guys really like the 727, so it's like, you know what? I'll just show this one. I know a lot of you guys knew about it. I did too. I had it downloaded, and I had planned on just playing with it, not doing a video on it. All right, so let's taxi down to 1-2 right down here. It's going to be a non-legit turn, essentially. We might have to actually use the runway a little bit there, because this thing is humongous. We can go to the inside view. I'll show you it. Keep in mind, when you first load this airplane, the alpha channel is extremely high. I had to turn that off. That's why the outside, like on the wheels and everything, aren't extremely shiny. They were. Also, if you jump out of the airplane after loading into it, all of your gauges will not be lined up in their proper holes. So keep that in mind, and we'll do the walk around of the airplane at the end of the video instead of doing it earlier. So also, this airplane replaces the jet, the 747 in game. So that means the AI one, which is parked down there, you gotta watch out for, you know, rogue ones over here. They're actually flying in the air, so you actually see fellows 777s in the air. We turn our land lights on, and we can take the runway. We don't hit anything. It's got some weird contact point issues. That's why I'm kind of taking it easy here. It doesn't like to, it doesn't like certain spots of the airplane. It freaks out. So let's take off and see what this thing's all about. Knots. And we'll go V1, rotate. Look at this. Oh, and she is airborne. Gear up. There we go. Beautiful. The airplane is really loud too, by default. So, but it just uses the jet sounds, and you know how loud those are. So that's a lot of the reason for it. We're flying the Aeromexico livery, the only one that comes with it. The aileron's kind of broken there on the right, as you can see. I think we might have damaged that taxiing. I don't think it was that bad earlier. So we might have to actually come in for a landing and see if we can fix that issue. Or we could just repair it. One of the two. We'll fly to our destination. We'll probably go to Sandy Shores in this thing. That's going to be a nightmare, but we're going to do it just because we can. And back to the interior. You can see there's no center post on the cockpit, which is kind of a bummer. It's a 767 cockpit. It's got the older style gauges. They don't work, unfortunately. Neither does the altimeter. Which would be really cool if we could just get the normal gauges that come with the Grand Theft Auto and throw them in there. That'd be really neat. But, you know, I'm not going to be hating on that. Absolutely love it. It flies like a big pig. Flies like the 747 does. And if you like the handling of that airplane, you're going to like this. But look how gorgeous this thing is. It really is cool. Whew. I love that little sun gleam you get, the glint you get there. I didn't turn the motion blur off. It's kind of weird. All right, I turned the motion blur off. Look at downtown Los Santos there. How awesome is that? So yeah, we'll land this thing at Sandy Shores, and if we can. Oh, look at that. We got a Learjet above us there. Let's see if we can get the aileron fixed. No, I think it's both of them are like that. I think they're modeled that way. I don't think anything's wrong with that. But we're going to land at Sandy Shores anyway in this thing. And we're going to have to do a full circle to land approach. I don't think that we can land this thing on the normal approach over the desert, you know? So I'm going to venture a guess that's what we're going to do. I've got the field in sight over there. And we're gonna be descending down here and make the left turn over Mount Gordo, which is right off our nose down there. And we'll shoot a left downwind for the runway, for the eastern runway over the Alamo Sea. I think that'll be fool the best. Fool the best. All right, there's Cape Catfish down there. See the lighthouse. Just want to keep an eye on altitude. It is a big airplane. And keep in mind whenever you're landing it that you only want to be so far off the ground because you think that you're a lot lower than you actually are because airplane's very, very, very tall, so therefore you land at a much taller looking perspective, essentially. Now we'll have to try that. That's going to be the challenge of the century is getting a 777 into Mackenzie down there off our nose. Like, not legit at all. But it'll be fun. All right, left downwind now. Got the runway in sight over there. It's a little foggy. I don't know what the weather's doing. I don't have it set for anything in particular. And now we are flying on the left side of Mount Chiliad. And it just kind of porpoises back and forth. You know, the fake turbulence. I really need to get a mod. Like, for some reason, that no turbulence mod didn't work for me. I need to look at it, a different one or something. There's got to be a way to disable that to where we don't have to worry about the fake turbulence. But we are next to a mountain, so therefore it would be a little rocky. But you would never have a 777 shooting this approach anyway. Gear down. And it's gonna be like a Toncontin kind of arrival here. I'll tell you that right now. I'm flying over the Lost. I'm sure they're like, what in the hell? Yep. All the way back around. We'll be lining up on the runway. Just keeping that back pressure. I just keep the throttle pretty much at idle right now. I haven't had a little bit of power now as we make this turn to assist with it. But we're coming back around pretty good here. Let the airplane settle. Little left rudder. Line it up. There we go. Nice. And remember, we're going to be high up off the ground, so got to remember that when we come in to land here. It might explode. I don't know. We're about to find out. Yep. There you have it. So the contact points are completely screwed. You can't. I mean, I was just babying that thing down on the ground, and something random happened, and it exploded. So that's what happens. Throws us back into Franklin as the player model. But we'll fly out of we'll fly back out and head back down to Los Santos. All right, we're gonna try to take this thing off again here, really quick. It just seems like there's so many contact points on the outside that's hitting things. See, there you have it. So, right now you can fly it. You know, you could take off from Los Santos, but you can't go anywhere else. So, essentially, the mod looks cool. It's fun, but you know, what's the fun if you can't land it? And I think he's working on that. He knows it has issues. But, yeah. What a shame. What a shame. All right, we're back here at Los Santos, and we're going to take off and do some high-altitude stuff with it. And we're also going to try to land here without blowing up. But I have had no luck with that so far, unfortunately, in this model. Which really sucks. Such a big model that the camera kind of plays around quite a bit. Yeah. Sorry about that. Had the stupid social club pop up. All right, cool. And we're taking off. And rotate. There we go. Positive rate. Gear up. And outward we go. Yeah, I want to see what it's like at altitude. Just make sure there's no crazy bugs like that. You know, if you're at a high altitude, it starts acting stupid or something. And then we'll come back to Los Santos and try to land it. I don't know. I think the airplane's completely unlandable in this stage of the mod right now. That fake turbulence, man, really throws this airplane around. It really does. A little more power on that. We'll go for that pole. Here we go. Nice. Shouldn't take too long to get above the clouds in this thing, that's for sure. You can already see that haze layer over there. That is down here today. Beautiful view of Los Santos there. Here we go. Look at these clouds starting to roll in. That's really cool looking. Looks really good. There's Chiliad poking way up there above them. There's those low-level clouds coming into play. As we climb out of here, I've noticed right here, look at all this shit there on the bottom. That's probably what's causing the issue of the landing. It's part of the model, and it thinks that that's part of the model. I could be wrong, but it looks to be that way. Look at that moon today. Dat mundo. Keep climbing, keep climbing. We'll probably fly up and around, and then we'll come in to land on 1-2 right, where we took off. I think that'll do nice. But yeah, the non-realistic turbulence is a little bit of a pain in the ass when you're flying this thing. That is for certain. So that's the only thing that I'm noticing so far. At high altitude, you have to deal with watch how much I'm not going to touch the airplane. Just watch what the fake turbulence kind of does to the plane. It starts to get into some pretty crazy looking rolls right there. And look at that downdraft. It's like pushing us straight down and rolling the plane. I'm not touching any of the controls, and it's doing that. So now I have control of the plane. Come back up here. Let's see what kind of ceiling we can get out of this. Keep climbing, baby. At some altitude we're at. Gotta make sure we don't hit the ceiling and the plane explodes or something. It's always a possibility. Keep on turning her, baby. Look, Ron alternates down there. That is so cool. Back inside so we can see what we're doing here. Still climbing pretty damn good. It's crazy once you get up at altitude. Now, somebody asked me, I know I talked a little bit about, you know, if Rockstar puts in a new island or maps or whatever and we can fly to them. That was during an interview that somebody had with Dan Houser, one of the guys that creates, one of the creators of Grand Theft Auto. And he said that all the tools are in place of what they want to do. They just have to execute it. So that's the reason why they have airplanes and stuff, mainly because they want to eventually be able to fly to different places. And how cool would that be to fly to Vice City or something? So no, that wasn't speculation. That was out of the horse's mouth. All right, cool. Well, it looks like it's fine at these altitudes. Let's do a stall in it. Why not? See how she behaves whenever you cut the power. Here's the nose. Insta-fall. But it's perfectly fine. You can't glide it very well. I'm trying to glide it. Come around this way. I don't think we have enough elevator to, you know, it's coming back up. It's gliding pretty good. Look at that. Turned into a very, very, very expensive and heavy glider. Look at this thing. Just a sailing in the wind. We were up there. in altitude for sure. Oh, for sure, for sure. Yep, still gliding it. Probably kick on the engines here in a second. Or we might be able to make it all the way to the airport gliding. How cool would that be? Let's try it. I say we try it. Yeah, see, that's just the animation of the aileron. It's kind of fucked, but that's okay. But that's okay. Oh, man. This thing is, when you start picking up some speed, it starts behaving a little weird. But it's all right. We got it under control. Aero Mexico, we would be declaring emergency, that's for sure. So we're going to be doing an emergency landing here. Not going to put the gear down until the last few minutes. We want to keep our airspeed up right now. No way to know what our airspeed is. Oh, look at that. Little Learjet. It doesn't matter because we can't accurately land the plane anyway. I don't think. I hear a big airplane. Or was it that little guy that just... Yeah, it was the little guy. Okay. I was like, oh, that sounds like a big airplane. There's Vespucci. There's the airport right off our nose. Watch our altitude. Let's get a lot of speed on this right here. I want to get the speed and pull up, and then we'll pull the gear down. If we could pull this off, that'd be pretty awesome. Keeping speed, keeping speed. I just don't know how it's going to behave at low altitudes. Probably not good. Well, I'm pulling up and it's not doing shit. Nope. We're going to have to refire the engines so we don't crash into the damn water. Gear down. All right. Let's see if we can land this thing in one piece. I doubt it, but hey, we're going to try. So, yeah, this mod needs a lot more work, but it's headed in the right direction. It's really cool. He's done a lot of good work with it on it so far. It just it sucks if you can't land a plane, you know. There's no fun in that. So we're gonna land on the outside view because I want to see where it exactly messes up. Hey, look at that. We're down in one piece. That was amazing. I was really trying to really float it in so it wouldn't, you know, blow up. But, hey, we made it down in one piece. That's all that matters, right? I think so. Well, guys, if you want to see more of these videos, hit the like button. Let me know what you thought of it below. And I'll keep checking out some mods. I think next time we'll showcase the DC-9. I know that's out, and that looks really cool, and that's another one of my favorite airplanes. So, with that said, I'll see you guys next time. Take care.